So two things major happening with the FBI today. Let me hit the least interesting one first. Trump has finally picked his next director of the FBI. According to the New York Times, Trump on Wednesday announced via Twitter, of course, that he has selected Christopher Wray to be his FBI director. Wray spent some time in the Department of Justice over a decade ago. He was a part of the Department of Justice at the time that they investigated Enron around 2005. But more recently, Wray was the attorney who had defended Governor Chris Christie in the New Jersey Bridgegate scandal. I don't know if you recall that, but it's a scandal where it appeared as though Chris Christie shut down a portion of a bridge as political retribution. And Wray participated or was the attorney who defended Chris Christie. A little bit of background on Wray. He graduated from Yale University in 1989, earned his law degree from Yale in 1992. He was a former assistant attorney general overseeing the Justice Department's criminal division underneath George W. Bush. He was the head of the criminal division from 2003 to 2005, and that's when he was involved in an investigation of Enron. He has been a committed Republican donor to Republican candidates over the years. Over the past decade, he has contributed about $35,000 to Republicans, either directly to candidates or to respective committees. This is a quote from the national political director of the ACLU, Faiz Shakir. He says, Christopher Wray's legal firm work for the Trump family, his history of partisan activity is, as well as his history of defending Trump's transition director during a criminal scandal, makes us question his ability to lead the FBI with independence, even-handed judgment, and commitment to the rule of law that the agency deserves. And this is particularly important right now, considering the implications of the independence that James Comey tried to have. The question is now going in post James Comey, in the middle of an independent investigation into alleged collusion with Russia, to what extent can this Christopher Wray be independent enough not to himself obstruct justice and not to interfere with the investigation that should be independent? One thing that Donald Trump is looking for, and we'll discuss that when we discuss James Comey, Donald Trump wants loyalty. He wants someone that he can dictate his terms to and have them abide by it. And it appears as though he's found that finally, probably now on the fourth string, he's found that in Christopher Wray because of his committed, dedicated contributions to Republicans over the years. That can't be understated. So he's clearly going to come in with a political leaning. The question is, can Christopher Wray transcend his political ideology and operate as an independent investigative leader of an investigative branch of the executive branch? That's the question. The reality of it is Donald Trump does not want him to do that. We actually have statements from James Comey that we're going to go over in a minute that demonstrates that Donald Trump has no desire to have an independent director of the FBI. Donald Trump wants loyalty. And so the real question that has to be answered is whether or not Christopher Wray is able to be independent despite the reality of the pressures that he's going to face from President Donald Trump.